I traveled the world. I've been in 5 different continents and I've been traveling since I was 17. Even though I still have a lot more to visit, I've been in many places and I always eat the same thing. I love Italian food. But when I see what people are actually eating, I say to myself, that's not quite what we actually eat in Italy. Today I'm going to talk about the top 3 fixes for American Italian cooking. I'm talking about American Italian cooking because America promoted and made Italian food more famous around the world. And some dishes are very famous worldwide because of the American influence. And that is the reason why America plays a very important role to influence the world. So now let's be clear. I'm not here to insult anyone's nonna or anyone based in America or anywhere in the world, okay? American Italian food has its own beautiful history. A story of immigrants adapting to a new country. But you also need to remember that people with no Italian background have changed the recipe, have bastardized the recipes, and the recipe took a different way, a different road, okay? And the way it's going, it's taking another road again, okay? So it's delicious in its own right. But if you want to elevate your cooking, if you want to taste the true soul of Italy in your kitchen, then there are 3 simple things you can change that will make a world of difference. The biggest mistake I see, too many ingredients, too much cheese, sauces too thick and heavy, you can't taste anything. Fix number 1, less is more. Embrace the purity of ingredients. In Italy, our philosophy is simple. We let the ingredients shine. Think about cacio e pepe, just 3 ingredients: pecorino romano, pasta, and pepper. Or a beautiful margherita pizza, tomato, mozzarella, basil. There are people saying, oh, I don't like margherita. It's because you're not using the right ingredients. Maybe they're bad ingredients. But how can you go wrong with a beautiful Neapolitan margherita? Each ingredient must be the best quality you can find, and we let them sing. If you're making a simple sauce, use fewer, better tomatoes. Maximize the flavor of the tomato. If you're using a cheap, tasteless tomato, then yes, you need to add lots of flavors. Don't add sugar to your tomatoes. There are different ways to add sweetness, even to bad tomatoes, and that's carrots, onions. You just need to basically cook the sofrito with carrots and onion, and the carrots and the caramelized onion will add sweetness to your tomatoes. Don't add 10 different herbs. If 1 herb is perfect, or 2, you don't need 10. Focus on 3 to 5 star ingredients for your dish. Let them speak for themselves. In American Italian cooking, and again, to all the Italian Americans, I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about what's happening with the American Italian, okay? Food, not what your nonna used to make. Fix number 2, pasta as the star, not as a side dish. So in American Italian cooking, pasta often becomes just a vehicle, okay? Not the main actor, but the supporting role. A thing to hold all the heavy sauce, or a mountain to put next to a huge piece of meat. And often it is overcooked. Mushy pasta? No, in my house. Why would you have a steak with the pasta next to it? You know, when I see that, I can already tell that the pasta is mushy. The pasta is not al dente anymore. Yeah, I can tell because you've been focusing on adding the meat in the sauce, which you normally do after the pasta anyway. You can just eat the pasta straight from the pot, enjoy it, and then you get the beautiful meat out from the oven or resting in half foil in the plate, and you enjoy it as a second course. In Italy, pasta is the dish. It must be cooked perfectly al dente, to the tooth. It has to have a bite, a structure. It has a little bite, a firmness. And the sauce is not a swimming pool. And I like lots of sauce. I just add more sauce, but I don't want a swimming pool of sauce. It is a beautiful light jacket that perfectly coats every single pasta shape. You finish your pasta in the sauce, not drowned on the plate. This makes the sauce cling. And if you are having protein, it is a smaller portion, a beautiful complement, not the entire main event. Don't put steak on top of the pasta. Treat your pasta with respect, and it will give you so much flavor in return. And also keep in mind, pasta has protein. If you buy a good quality pasta, you have protein in it. So spaghetti aglio olio, it's a dish that will fill you up. Fix number 3, embrace regionality. So, local Italian cuisine from each region, which is beyond Italian American. Many people think Italian food is one thing: spaghetti, meatballs, lasagna, pizza, and that's it. But Italy is a country of 20 beautiful regions, and each one has its own unique culinary soul. They're all different. There are thousands of dishes, Italian dishes, that you will maybe never taste in your life unless you go in a specific region and enjoy the local food. Do not go to Milan and ask for carbonara, because carbonara is not from Milan, it's from Rome. So in Milan they have other dishes. Enjoy those local dishes. In the north they cook with butter, with rich meats, polenta, risotto. In the south it's olive oil, tomatoes, fresh vegetables, beautiful seafood. Carbonara in Rome is not the same as a pesto in Liguria. If you only know chicken parmesan, you're missing out on an entire world of incredible flavors. My challenge to you is to explore. Don't just look for Italian food. Look for Neapolitan food, Sicilian food, Abruzzo food, regional food. These 3 fixes, my friends, are not about saying one way is bad. It's about opening your mind and your palate to the richness and the simplicity of true Italian cuisine. Less is more. Pasta is king. And Italy is a world of flavors. Try these changes. You will taste the difference, I promise. So what American Italian dish would you like to fix the next time you cook in your kitchen? I live in regional Australia and I eat food from around the world. When I go out, I normally don't eat Italian. Occasionally I do, but most of the time I try other cuisines. But in my house, even though I live regional Australia, when I cook Italian, I cook it Italian, using Italian flavors. Even if I use a local ingredient, I follow the Italian methods and techniques. And nothing disappoints me. Those recipes I cook in my house never disappoint anyone. So please don't forget to share this video with your friends who need help cooking better Italian food. I hope this video will help you. I will see you on the next Vincenzo's Plate video recipe. E ora si mangia Vincenzo's Plate.